Welcome, dear students. Myself, Himanshu Pandey, Assistant Professor, School of Management, BBD University. Today, we are going to start final account. Final account is the last, we can say that the last account that we have prepared in accounting cycle. Final account is prepared at the end of the financial year, or we can say that the end of the accounting period, mostly financial year or calendar year. The objective of preparing the final account, it's for knowing the profit or loss of our business, or to know the financial position of our business. So let's start. What is final account? Whether any business activity are done, it is essential to know its operational result, whether business is running at or at profit or loss. For this purpose, balance of all ledger accounts are taken and a statement of balance is prepared, which is known as trial balance. So if we are go through with the definition of accounting, so the definition of accounting says accounting is an art of recording, classification, summarization, and interpretation of that data which measured in monetary terms. So in recording, we prepare journal. At the time of classification, we prepare ledger. From ledger, we find the balance of proper all accounts are there. By the help of these balances, we prepare a trial balance. After trial balance, at this point we cannot find the profit or loss of our organization. But if we want to know the profit or loss of our organization or financial position of our organization, we have to go further for the financial statements. Financial statements are called final accounts. So final account are prepared for such balances. From these balances, we prepare final accounts. Therefore, it is necessary to know the meaning and object of final account. So what is final account? Means profit and loss account and balance sheet. So see, while we prepare final account, we prepare two statements. One is income statement and the other one is balance sheet. Income statement further we can classify in two classifications. Further, there are two classifications. One is called trading account and the other one is called profit and loss account. Collectively, we call it profit and loss account. So profit and loss account is also contained one more account known as trading account. And if the business is manufacturing any item or article, so the manufacturing concerns also prepare a manufacturing account. All these accounts are prepared only after preparing trial balance. After preparing of trial balance, these all accounts are prepared. So what is the definition of financial statement? Financial statement is provided a summary of accounts of all business enterprise, the balance sheet reflecting the assets and liabilities and capital as on the certain date, as the income statement showing the result of operations during a certain period. Means final accounts are classified into two statements, income statement and balance sheet. And income statement shows the profit or loss of the organization and balance sheet shows the financial position of the organization. So what is the position of asset in your organization, what is the position of liabilities in your organization, and what is the position of capital in your organization? You can know about these things from preparation of balance sheet. Okay, so what is the objective of preparing the final account or financial statements? So see, to provide reliable financial information about economic resources and obligations of business. Means all economic resources that included in our organization. We can say that the financial resources that are available in our organization, and what is its obligation in our business firm, what is the utility of that particular informations in our business firm. And the second one is to provide other needed information about change in such resources and obligation. So in this particular period of account, what is the change occurs in the in particular economic resources and obligations, to provide financial information that assist in estimating the earning potentials of the business. While preparing balance sheet, we know about the financial position of our organization, and with this financial position we have to know about the what is the level of cash in our organization, what is the level of assets in our organization, what is the level of liabilities in our organization, and all these type of things are known by the preparation of balance sheet. So by the preparation of balance sheet, we assist the future prospects. So what is the future potentials of earnings for our business, how we can go in the near future. All these things are ascertained from final accounts. Now, why final account prepared? What is the importance of final account? Final statements are mirror of financial position and operating strengths or weakness of the concern. These statements are useful to actually financial statements kya hai. Financial statements, we can say that all type of strengths weaknesses of our concern ki kya kya strengths hai, kya hamari weaknesses hai, kahan par hum kamzor hai, kitni hamari liabilities hai, kitni hamari assets hai, वो सारी चीजें हमें फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स के थ्रू मिल जाती हैं. एंड दीज स्टेटमेंट्स आर यूजफुल फॉर इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल पार्टीज आल्सो. Management, creditors, bankers, investors, governments and trade associations, इन सारे ही लोगों के लिए ये जितना भी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स है, these financial statements are plays an important role for while taking decision. Like management, what is management is taking decisions about the profitability of the firm. So financial statement provides the profit or loss or financial position of the firm, and management will take further decisions about this profitability. Creditors have to know about the firm, the firm is in profit or not, because creditors are those persons who provide us loan. So creditors have to know the profit gaining firm or not profit gaining firm, because his money is invested in our company. Bankers, that they provide also loans. Investors who invest in our organization, they are also keen to know the profitability of organization. Government, the tax liabilities has been paid to the government, and government is also have to know what is the financial position, what is the profit and loss, and what is the all earnings of your organization that implement the taxes. And trade associations also. So these are the parties that are interested to know the financial position of our business, to know the financial statements of our business. What are the limitations? The financial statements only interim report. It is an interim report. It is only for the business. Okay, and it's based on the historical cost. As we all know, recording, classification, summarization, these process has been followed by the final accounts, financial statements. It is depends on the historical cost, and it is not depends on the actual cost. The the financial statements are impact on non-monetary factors ignored. As earlier I said you that accounting definition says all the data measured in monetary terms. So जब सारी चीजें जो भी monetary terms में हैं, जिनको हम monetary terms में measure कर सकते हैं, केवल उन्हीं सब items को, उन्हीं सब contents को हम इसके अंदर use करते हैं. Non monetary terms को हम पूरी तरीके से ignore करते हैं. So final accounts के अंदर as we all know, there are two type of statements: trading and income statement and balance sheet. and income statement further classified into two classifications: trading account and profit and loss account, and balance sheet is separate a statement. So there are two statements. Uh, there are two statements. First one is trading, second one is balance sheet. So this trading account, we can say the income statement, and it is classified into two: trading and profit and loss account. And this is the statement, we can say that the financial statement, that is called balance sheet. Okay. So what is trading account? Now, trading account is the first account while preparing the financial statement. Trading account is the first part of income statement which is prepared to ascertain the gross profit or gross loss. Trading account is the first part of income statement which is prepared to ascertain the gross profit or gross loss for given accounting period. For finding out the gross profit or gross loss for a given accounting period, that accounting period is mostly the year. We can take it as financial year or as a calendar year. Most organizations followed the financial year, that is from 1st April to 31st March. So at the end of the financial year, every business concerned about the profit or loss or the results. So for finding the results, we have to prepare financial statement. In financial statement, firstly, we prepare trading account, and while preparing trading account, we can find out the profit. That profit is called gross profit, or we can find out the loss. That profit is called net gross loss. So every business organization or every business concerned with net profit or net loss of the organization, but net profit or net loss is only possible to find out after finding out the gross profit or gross loss. So if the expenses, so the trading account is prepared to ascertain this gross profit or gross loss. The difference between selling price and cost price, matching concept is of accounting is implemented here. Difference between selling price and cost price is ascertained the gross profit or gross loss of the organization. If the cost price is higher than the selling price, then the uh, result will be gross loss. And if the cost price is lesser than the selling price, then the result will be profit. If selling price is greater, then the result will be profit. And if cost price is greater than the selling price, the result will be loss. Such gross earnings is called gross profit. Like difference between selling price and cost price, goods is the gross earning of the business concerned. Such gross earnings is called as gross profit. However, when the selling price is less than the cost uh, of goods purchased, is result as the good gross loss. Okay. Now, what is while preparing the trading account, we have to know about some formula. By the help of these formulas, we can find out the cost of goods sold, gross profits, and gross loss. So cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is the cost the cost of goods sold is actually a, the goods which is going to sold. What is the cost of that particular goods? That it will find out by this formula: opening stock of goods plus net profit plus all direct expenses minus closing stock. तो कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड निकालने के लिए आपको ये सारी चीजें हमें प्लस करनी पड़ेंगी. ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ गुड्स. ओपनिंग स्टॉक क्या होता है? व्हाट इज ओपनिंग स्टॉक? एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ फाइनेंशियल ईयर, what is the balance of goods in our organization, that is called opening stock of goods. Net purchase can find out from cash purchase plus credit purchase minus purchase return, then we can find out the net purchase. All direct expenses are those expenses which are ascertained between the manufacturing of goods. Manufacturing of goods means the goods is started from raw material to ready goods. In between those expenses are occurred, that is called direct expenses. And closing stocks are those stocks which remain at the end of the financial year, that is called closing stock. So the formula of cost of goods sold is opening stock plus opening stock of goods plus net purchase plus all direct expenses minus closing stock. Or we can say that opening stock of goods plus purchase minus purchase return plus all direct expenses minus closing stock. Okay. Now gross profit can be found by the help of this formula, net sales minus cost of goods sold. When we prepare gross profit, when we find out the gross profit, we have to use this formula, net sales minus cost of goods sold. When we find out the gross loss, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड माइनस सेल. अगर कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड में से सेल को लेस कर देंगे तो लॉस आ जाएगा, और सेल्स में से कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड को लेस करेंगे तो ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट हमारा फाइंड आउट हो जाएगा. नाउ नेट सेल्स निकालना हो तो क्या करेंगे, टोटल सेल्स माइनस सेल्स रिटर्न, और वी कैन से दैट द रिटर्न इनवर्ड. और नेट परचेज निकालना हो देन टोटल परचेज माइनस परचेज रिटर्न्स, और वी कैन से दैट द रिटर्न इनवर्ड. Now there are some questions related to this formula. So let's see the first question. The question is, opening stock is 30,000, net purchase is 54,600, expenses on purchase is 5,000, net sales is 1 lakh, and closing stock is 40,000. And calculate the cost of goods sold and gross profit. Now see the solution. Cost of goods sold, as the formula of cost of goods sold is opening stock plus net purchase plus all direct expenses minus closing stock. So कितना closing opening stock हमें कितना दिया हुआ था, 30,000 opening stock हमें दिया हुआ था. नेट परचेज हमारे पास कितनी दी हुई थी, 54,600 हमारे पास नेट परचेज दी हुई थी, you can see here. And all direct expenses are 5,000 minus 40,000. So we can add 30,000 plus 54,600 plus 5,000 minus 40,000, and the answer will be cost of goods sold 49,600. And the gross profit, net sales minus cost of goods sold. तो cost of goods sold हमारा जो आया that is 49,600. ऑलरेडी cost of goods sold हमने फाइंड आउट कर लिया. देन आफ्टर हम ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट का फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे तो नेट सेल्स माइनस कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. तो नेट सेल जो हमारी दी हुई है दैट इज 1 लाख माइनस 49,600 जो हमारी कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड निकल करके आई. ठीक है, इसको माइनस करेंगे देन 50,400 जो हमारा टोटल प्रॉफिट आएगा, दैट इज आवर ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नाउ सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द क्वेश्चन इज net sales during the year is 3 lakhs, gross profit 25% on sale, and find out the cost of goods sold. टोटल नेट प्रॉफिट जो हमारे पास दिया हुआ है दैट इज 3 lakhs. ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट बोल रहे हैं 25% ऑन सेल. 25% ऑन सेल इज ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. फाइंड आउट द कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. सेल्स 3 lakhs, ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट 25% ऑन सेल. सी टोटल ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट हमारा कितना आएगा, 25% ऑन सेल. सेल हमारे पास कितनी थी, गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन 3 lakhs टोटल सेल दी हुई थी. 3 lakhs का 25% हम निकालेंगे दैट इज 75,000. ठीक है, 3 lakhs into 25,000 डिवाइडेड बाय 100 दैट इज 75,000. 75,000 हमारा क्या आया, दैट इज ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. अब नाउ COGS का फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे. कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड इज इक्वल टू नेट सेल्स माइनस ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. नेट सेल्स टोटल हमारे पास जो दी हुई थी दैट नेट सेल इज 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs minus 75,000. So the total cost of goods sold is 2,25,000. Clear? Now, another question, another type of question. There are some data given. Total purchase 6,80,000, purchase return 30,000, direct expenses 70,000, carry outward 15,000, and 3/4 of goods was sold for rupees 6 lakhs. So this is question. Now see the solution. Cost of goods sold, total purchase minus purchase return minus direct expenses. ठीक है. So cost of goods sold फाइंड आउट करने के लिए टोटल परचेज 6,80,000 माइनस 30,000 परचेज रिटर्न प्लस डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस 70,000. तो टोटल जो हमारा कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड आएगा दैट इज 7,20,000. अब भी क्या करना है कि जो 7,20,000 जो हमारा कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड आया उसका 3/4 हम निकालेंगे दैट विल बी 5,40,000. ठीक है, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन में कह रहा था कि टोटल जो कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड होगा वो हमारा 3/4 होगा. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन में कह रहा है 3/4 ऑफ गुड्स वाज सोल्ड. जो भी टोटल है उसका 3/4 ऑफ गुड्स जो है वही सेल हुआ है. कितने में सेल हुआ है? 6 लाख रुपीज में सेल हुआ है. तो जो कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड हमारी है वो 3/4 ऑफ टोटल हम निकालेंगे दैट इज 5,40,000 माइनस कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड, देन ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट विल बी 60,000. ओके, now trading account, detailed format of trading account. Trading account is prepared according to this format. There are trading account for the year ended of some years. जिस भी साल के एंड में आप ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट बना रहे वो ईयर एंडेड के टाइम पे वो साल का एंड में आप डाल देंगे. Next, there are 4 columns: particular amount. These 2 columns are called debit side and these 2 columns are called credit side. Opening stock, purchase. In trading account, in trading accounts debit side we denote all type of direct expenses, and in trading account credit side we write sales and closing stock. So in debit side we entered opening stock, purchase, net purchase, and direct expenses and the gross profit, and in credit side we write sales or closing stock. Okay, so in case of debit exist the credit side, the balance will be gross loss that will be shown the credit side of trading account. As you see, the gross profit is says at written at the debit side of trading account. But if this there is credit side is higher than the debit side, then the balance is what? The balance is gross profit. If the in case debit side is higher than the credit side, the total of debit debit side is more than the credit side, then the amount comes at the balance in credit side of trading account. That amount is called the gross loss. Okay, so gross loss is shows at the balance credit side of trading account. Trading in trading account closing stock is shows at the cost price. Okay, closing stock always shows at the cost price, not on the market price, or net realizable market value, whichever is lower. Okay, whichever is lower, cost price or market price, whichever is lower, the closing stock has been shown and in trading account. Gross profit and gross loss revealed the trading account is transferred to the profit and loss account. Gross profit, either gross loss, whichever revealed in trading account, transferred to the profit and loss account. Gross profit revealed in debit side of trading account, it will transfer to the credit side of profit and loss account. Gross loss is revealed in credit side of trading account, it will transfer to the debit side of profit and loss account. In both condition, we transfer the gross profit, either gross loss, we further transfer to the profit and loss account. And some items that appeared in the debit side of trading account: opening stock and purchase. Opening stock is what? Stock at the beginning of financial year, that is called opening stock. or we can say that the closing stock of previous year is the opening stock of current year, and closing stock of current year will be the opening stock of next year. This is called going concern concept. जो भी पिछले साल का स्टॉक है, पिछले साल का क्लोजिंग स्टॉक इस साल का ओपनिंग स्टॉक होगा, और इस साल का क्लोजिंग स्टॉक अगले साल का ओपनिंग स्टॉक होगा एट द एंड ऑफ अकाउंटिंग पीरियड. तो ओपनिंग स्टॉक, देन परचेज मेड ड्यूरिंग द ईयर, during the accounting period, what purchase you have made either on credit or on cash, and what you return, you have to less that particular return from total purchase, then you find out the net purchase of your organization. Okay, now direct expenses. Direct expenses are those expenses which are incurred from the stage of purchase to the stage of making of goods sellable condition. रॉ मटेरियल से रेडी मटेरियल तक चेंज होने के बीच में जो भी एक्सपेंसेस हैं, सेलेबल कंडीशन में आने के बीच में जो भी एक्सपेंसेस आपके हो रहे हैं, these expenses are called direct expenses. These direct expenses are wages, carriage or carriage inward, octroi duty, custom duty, dog dues, clearing charges, import duty, etc., and other expenses. So what is wages? It means the remuneration that paid to the workers. Wages are what? The remuneration that paid to the workers. Carriage or carriage inward. Carriage means expense that occurred in carriage in transportation. Transportation charges paid to bring goods from one place, from place of purchase to the place of business. From marketplace, you bring your goods to the factory or the place of business, is called carriage or carriage inward. Inward is shown as direct expense. Octroi duty, amount paid to bring goods within the municipal limits. When one municipal limit to another municipal limit you transport your goods, you have to pay a duty that is called octroi duty. When you bring goods from other country, you have to pay custom duty, dog dues, clearing charges, import duty, etc., etc. So these all type of items, all type of expenses are included in direct expenses. Other expenses like running expenses, we can say that fuel, power, lighting charges, oil, grease, etc., is the running expenses which is appeared in debit side of trading account. While preparing any manufacturing any goods, we have to run machines and all. So these type of things, these type of expenses are occurred. Now items appear in credit side. So in credit side there are two items only that appeared mainly, sales and closing stock. Most of the cases only these two items are appeared in credit side of trading account. Sales are cash sales, credit sales, both the sales are included in total sales. So cash sale plus credit sale minus sales return, then we find out the net sales, and net sales appears in the credit side of trading account. And the closing stock is the value of goods which remains in the hand of the trader at the end of the year. It does not appear in trial balance. First it will be recorded as it appears outside of the balance, trial balance. As we are already discussed about, the trial balance is the base of preparing final account. So closing stock is not, most of the time is not entered in the trial balance. It is entered outside the trial balance. And the trading account, if closing stock is entered outside the trial balance, then it will show in the credit side of trading account. Okay, if it, as it appears outside of outside of trial balance, first it will be recorded in credit side of trading account and then shows in the asset side of balance sheet. So if it is appeared outside the trial balance, it will show in two places. First one is in credit side of trading account, and the second one is at the balance sheet, asset side of balance sheet. Okay. Now see a question of full trading account. The question is, prepare trading account in the books of Bhavna Stores from the following particular for the year ended on 31st March 2016. The data given from a business concern named Bhavna Stores, and you have to prepare a trading account of this particular business concern. So the data is opening stock 20,000, cash purchase 30,000, credit purchase 20,000, purchase return 1,000, gross goods withdraw by proprietor 500, goods given in charity 100, goods given as a sample 100, commission on purchase paid 100, octroi duty 75, expenses on taking delivery 25, railway freights involved 1,400, wages 400, cash sales 40,000, credit sale 30,000, sales return 2,000, goods destroyed by fire 1,500, closing stock 3,500, and goods sent on consignment on cost, that is 1,500. So this is the question. First of all, we have to know, we have to find out which amount is appeared in debit side of trial balance and which amount is appeared in credit side of trial balance. As in debit side of trial balance, all opening stock and all direct expenses shows in debit side of trial balance. So opening stock is shows in debit side of trial balance. Cash purchase and credit purchase both are shows in debit side of trial balance. Cash purchase plus credit purchase minus purchase return. Up only purchase return is not only less from this. Purchase return, goods withdrawn by the proprietor, it is also affected on purchase. Goods given in charity, it is also affected negatively on purchase. Goods given as sample, it is also affected negatively on purchase. And goods given as charity, sample, wages, goods destroyed by fire, it is also negatively affect on purchase. So these are less from the purchase. And direct expenses are railway freight, wages, octroi, expenses taking delivery. These are the direct expenses. Cash sales and credit sales and closing stock is shown in the credit side of trial balance. Now see the solution. So first, trading account for the year ended of 31st March 2016. First we take the opening stock. The opening stock is 20,000. Purchase as cash purchase and credit purchase. Both the purchase has taken 30,000 and 20,000. The total purchase is 50,000. Now all the transactions that affect negatively on purchase, जिसकी वजह से जो परचेज का अमाउंट है हमारा वो इफेक्ट होगा और परचेज का अमाउंट जो है वो हमारा कम होगा, वो सारे ट्रांजेक्शन्स को हमको इसमें से लेना है, वो सारे अमाउंट्स को हमको इसमें से लेना है. सो सबसे पहले तो आप लेंगे क्या, परचेज रिटर्न. परचेज रिटर्न कितना था क्वेश्चन के अंदर, 1000 परचेज रिटर्न. गुड्स डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय फायर 1500 टोटल. Goods withdraw by proprietor. Withdraw by proprietor means goods withdraw by the owner of the organization itself. Okay, जब हम ओनर अपने ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से अपने ही यूज के लिए गुड्स को निकाल लेता है तो उसको हम बोलते हैं ड्रॉइंग्स. ओके, सो वी कैन से द ड्रॉइंग्स ऑल्सो. तो जो भी हमने अपने यूज के लिए निकाला, जाहिर सी बात है कि जितना हमारे पास टोटल परचेज था उस परचेज में से इतना अमाउंट हमारा लेस हो जाएगा, वो हमारा सेल के लायक नहीं होगा, यानी उसके ऊपर हम कोई भी प्रॉफिट नहीं कमा सकते या कोई भी इनकम नहीं कमा सकते. दैट इज व्हाई हमको इसको परचेज में से लेस करना पड़ेगा. गुड्स गिवन एज चैरिटी. अब चैरिटी में दे दिया तो चैरिटी के वजह से तो हमारे पास कुछ इनकम नहीं आने वाला, ये भी हमारा परचेज को लेस करेगा, तो इसको भी हमें इसमें से लेस करना पड़ेगा. after goods given as free samples. Free samples, you provide goods as free samples. आपने कस्टमर्स के अंदर बांट दिया कि आप लीजिए, यूज करिए, समझिए और जानिए हमारे प्रोडक्ट के बारे में, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड फ्री सैंपल्स. तो अभी हम 50,000 टोटल हमारा जो परचेज था, नेट टोटल परचेज हमारा 50,000 था, दैट इज कैश परचेज एंड क्रेडिट परचेज. एंड 1,000 प्लस 1,500 प्लस 500 प्लस 1,100 प्लस 100, इसका टोटल हम करेंगे, दैट विल बी 3,200. अब इसके टोटल को इस टोटल 15,000 में से हम लेस कर देंगे, तो 15,000 माइनस 3,200, तो जो हमारी नेट परचेज आएगी, दैट नेट परचेज इज 46,800. ओके, सो एक बार और देख लेते हैं. परचेज, कैश परचेज 30,000, क्रेडिट परचेज 20,000, टोटल परचेज इज 50,000. नाउ परचेज लेस परचेज रिटर्न्स, goods destroyed as fire, goods withdrawn by proprietors, goods given as charity, goods given as free samples. ये सारी चीजें जो है ये हमारे परचेज के ऊपर एक निगेटिव इफेक्ट डालती हैं. तो इसका टोटल हम करते हैं, दैट टोटल विल कम 3,200, और 50,000 में से ये 3,200 को हम लेस कर देंगे, देन नेट परचेज जो हमारा आएगा, दैट इज 46,800. नाउ वी टेक ऑल डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस. तो फर्स्ट डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस wages is 400. wages what? The remuneration paid to the laborers. जो भी लेबर्स हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर, फैक्ट्री के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं, उनको जो रेम्यूनरेशन दिया जा रहा है, दैट इज वेजेस. कमीशन ऑन परचेज, ऑक्टराई ड्यूटी, एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ डिलीवरी एंड रेलवे फ्रेट इनवर्ड. इसको ध्यान दीजिएगा आप, इनवर्ड, केवल फ्रेट इनवर्ड को ही हम इंक्लूड करेंगे ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के अंदर. अगर रेलवे फ्रेट इनवर्ड दिया हुआ है तब उसको इंक्लूड करेंगे, अगर केवल रेलवे फ्रेट दिया हुआ है तब भी हम उसको इंक्लूड करेंगे, बट अगर रेलवे फ्रेट आउटवर्ड दिया हुआ है तो उसको हम ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के अंदर इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे. वो डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस हमारा काउंट नहीं होगा, वो हमारा इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस काउंट होगा. ओके, सो ये टोटल जो हो गया ओपनिंग स्टॉक प्लस ऑल डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस हमने यहाँ पर रख लिए. नाउ कम टू द क्रेडिट साइड. Sales, cash sales 40,000 and credit sales 30,000. 40 plus 30, that is 70,000. 70,000 less sales return, that is 2,000. So the total net sales will come 68,000. 68,000 net sales. And goods sent on consignment. Goods sent on consignment means what? If you send your goods to the any other place for sale on consignment, so it consider as goods sent on consignment. इसको आप दो तरीके से सॉल्व कर सकते हो. इसको आप चाहो तो परचेज में से लेस भी कर सकते हो, और चाहो तो आप क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ बैलेंस शीट के भी दिखा सकते हो, और उसके बाद इसको सॉल्व भी कर सकते हो. दैट इज कॉल्ड goods sent on consignment, that is 1,500. And the last one is closing stock. Closing stock is shows at the credit side of balance sheet. Trial balance, that is 3,500 total closing stock. So now we total the amount 68,000 plus 1,500 plus 3,500, the total is 73,000. Now 20,000, 46,800, 400, 100, 75, 25 and 1,400. डेबिट साइड के टोटल को क्रेडिट साइड के टोटल में से हम लेस करेंगे, तो जो हमारा आंसर आएगा, दैट इज ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. एंड इन ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट वी फाइंड द ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एंड दैट ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट शुड ट्रांसफर टू द प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. नाउ सी, if the credit side is greater than the debit side of your trading account, then the answer will be profit, which can say that the gross profit. If the debit side is greater than the credit side of your account, of your trading account, then the answer will be gross loss, and gross loss appears in credit side of trading account, and gross profit appears in the debit side of trading account. So it will transfer to the profit and loss. In profit and loss, we write it in credit side by gross profit BD. CD means carried down and BD means brought down. Okay. In profit and loss, we appear it in the credit side of profit and loss, and we write it as gross profit BD. Okay. So this is all about the trading account. Uh, in next class, we will discuss about the next uh, we will discuss about the next part of this particular final account, that is uh, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay, so thank you.